Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel GweiloJohn. I'm your host John. Today I'm doing the three faces of Peter Parker. You have the Tobey Maguire one here with Thunder Toys body and just a hoodie. You have the Andrew McGarfield one in the centre, which is again just a custom costume on a seamless judo body. And you have the Tom Holland one with the Social Toys head sculpt and the just a knockoff costume on a TB League body. So we can start with this one here, the Tobey Maguire one. Now I bought this costume purely for doing this, and if you do buy it purely for putting your, because this is the Hot Toys, it comes with the black suit costume. It's the Hot Toys head sculpt, and if you're buying it just to do that, it doesn't actually fit. You need to change the neck peg on that one, and to change the neck peg, because it's glued in, they've had a neck peg made specially. They've had this neck peg was made specially. It's much larger than most neck pegs you're going to get for a 1/6, because it was to fit this head sculpt, and it had to be quite large. The hole in the bottom is quite large because they for some reason put lights in it. I have no idea why. Don't ask. I don't know. And so that fit nicely on there. And it does look good. It's not a bad head sculpt. It's not brilliant, but it's not bad. The whole figure is not bad. It's not worth what they're charging for it, but it's not bad. So to remove this, the costume is glued in here. So the top of this neck part is actually glued in here. So don't pull it that away. If you rip it out that way, you're going to tear the costume. So what you do is, because there's lots of slack on the neck, pull it up and peel it over into itself, up and over, all the way around till it pops off. Because you can see it's left a tiny little bit of the costume there with the glue, but it doesn't show when you take it off. It makes no difference to it at all. It's just a little bit of the red is left on there. But don't, if you peel it that way, you will tear it. Don't do it that way. Pull it up on itself and in, up and in, and then you can just put a different neck peg in there that fits. And it does look so cool. It blends right in. The costume blends right in there to the head sculpt. And it makes it, with the head and the neck, they're both posable. You can pose it, get some free damn dynamic poses on this one. Thunder Toys have used a stock body. So the body inside of this is one that you would buy for, $12.99 off of eBay. And they've used the thigh parts, they've glued those into place. So it does restrict the leg movements a bit. Getting the high leg poses you're not going to get on this one because it locks off. So it comes to about here and locks off. I've left him in this pose because this is the pose I want him inside my cabinet on, and I can't bother to do loads more poses. If you want to see like an unboxing and everything that you get with this, all the accessories, Justice Collection did it. Yes, his voice is a little annoying, but go with it. Love you, Justin. Love you. He shows you everything that you get with it, and the the posability. The advantage of this over the Hot Toys one is that the ankles aren't broken with all the Hot Toys ones. Even if you buy a brand new one now, still in the box, if they advertise it as that, still in the box, ankles posed, they're not. The rubber that was wrapped around it has rotted the inside of the other one. So, I mean, they do stand on their own, but because of their age, that the ankles have gone. Whereas this one, you can pose the ankles, but because they didn't put a rubber cover inside of it, you get that horrible bulge, like you're getting with this this Tom Holland one here, because it's a fight and body inside of there going onto a peg. You do get the bulge, but I'll take it. I don't mind. But it is a nice figure. I'm not overly disappointed with the figure because I didn't pay that much for it. I think I paid about £120 for it, which is I think more than adequate. They are, I think, now starting to charge Hot Toys prices for this. Don't pay that. Don't overpay for this figure. I bought it with the base. I got a base with it as well, but I bought the base for my Sideshow Daredevil figure because I think that's the best Daredevil figure you can buy in 1/6 scale, and it looks awesome with that base. But this one I've used obviously because I want all three of them to look like they're Peter Parker getting ready to be Spider-Man. They're getting into the costume. So you've got this one here. He's swinging, and I've used the Scarlet Spider web for him, and with the hands they are the custom. So this is you get the standard hands that come with the cheap bodies that you buy. They get hands. So all I've done is I've heated it up, cut them, separated the fingers, and just glued them into place. Heat them up bend them down, glue them into place, and then cool them down again, and you get that web shooting style hand. That's for obviously for there when if I want to pose him shooting webs both ways. This hand here is just another stock hand that comes with it. I just drilled a hole in that side and slotted the web inside of there. It looks really, really cool. And it does look like he's swinging from one side to the other. So I mean, they're relatively simple to make, and they do look excellent when you put them in your Detolf. They just look superb. I'm really happy with that. But you know, don't overpay for the body. That's all I'm saying. And with the Andrew Garfield one, that is, believe it or not, Disney store. When this film came out, Disney produced a Spider-Man figure, the 1/6 scale Spider-Man figure, which was, you know, it had a material costume, which is great. And I managed to pick that up on eBay. It was a broken figure, and I only wanted the costume anyway. It was a broken figure, so I managed to pick it up for just a couple of pounds. So I've taken the costume off, obviously, and the rest are just cheap clothes that you buy. I've bunged them on there. The head sculpt is a cheap knockoff head sculpt. The body, I do need to blend the colour. And the same with the Tom Holland one. I need to blend the colours on those. But you do it with cheap makeup from the pound shop. Powdered makeup for the face or whatever people are putting them on. And just blend it in. You just tap it on with a little brush and blend it into place. But he's got like the most solemn looking Spider-Man one. So I've just got him sort of getting ready to change. So he's taking his clothes off, revealing the Spider-Man costume underneath. Which I think is quite a cool look, to be fair. But he's more of the background sort of figure out of the three. And this one here is the, I really do like this one. I think that came out really, really well, considering that it's a very cheap costume. It's a knockoff costume that I got from eBay for, I think it was about £50. But it came with the figure and all the parts and everything, so you get the hands and everything and the feet. It's cheap and cheerful. But as the figure itself, it did not work. The head sculpt that came with it, the Spider-Man head sculpt that came with this costume, the web was awful. It was laughable. You would literally wet yourself looking at it. So I've got the So-So Toys head sculpt, bung that on there. I've got him sort of halfway in his costume. He's having pizza before he gets ready to shoot off. The stand is on. It comes with the Hot Toys red suited Spider-Man. I've got 3 of those, and I'm not using any of the stands, so I just bung them in with whatever Spider-Man figures I've got, really. I don't want to sit on one of those. The pizza is from the Scarlet Spider, as is the coffee and the donut. I've just wrapped the donut in a bit of paper to make it look like he's bought it in the shop. He's got some on there. He's got cheese stuck to his thumb. I love that. It's so cool. And the cheese was just, I drilled out some yellow plastic, and it made all these little sort of cheesy bits, which looked really, really cool. So I've just stuck them in with the pizza. But I think they look really good. The headphones came with the cheap costume as well, as did the book. So you get lots of accessories with it that are usable for things like this. So that was definitely worth the buy. I'm happy that I bought that, because that just it's a one-off. You know, I don't think anybody else has this particular type of figure. And with the loose glove on that, all I've done is I've heated it up really hard with a hairdryer, and then just crushed it with a pair of pliers. Just crushed it flat, so it looks like an empty glove. I think it looks really, really cool. Just sort of hanging there. Whole thing, I'm very, very impressed with that. I think that's really, really good. Obviously I need to blend the body with the powders, and you can put the muscle tone in and everything like that. If you're good with a paintbrush, just tap it on. It looks superb. I'm very, very impressed with those. And in the cabinet, they look great. And they're not overly expensive to do if you're a collector. And I wanted all of the Peter Parker ones, all 3 of them. Right, so if I can, I'm going to ask Ryan now to edit and upload this for me. He is in university now, so this may take a while to go up. I'm not sure. He's a very busy guy now, but hopefully he can do it for me, and I'll take some photographs, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. A lot of other spider figures I've got before I finish. I've got I've got 3 of the red suited ones from Hot Toys, and they're going up against, one's going up against Doc Ock, one's going up against the Green Goblin, and one's going up against Venom. I also have the black suited one going up against Sandman. They all look really, really good. So if you want to see another video of all of those, the Spider-Man versus, I've even got him versing Superman. I've got a lot of the the Into the Spider-Verse ones, a few custom ones. I've got a custom Gwenom figure, which I quite like this. I'm quite impressed with that one. Custom Noir, and I also did a custom Spider-Man one because I wasn't impressed with the Young Rich Toys Spider-Man, actual Spider-Man figure, so I went with I went a different route. But they look good together, they look good in the case. So if you want to see some more of these Spider-Man videos, just leave me a comment at the bottom. And if you can like and subscribe, that'd be great. I'd enjoy that. Thank you very much. So you guys have fun, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.